pivot. Have you ever heard of this? It's a Netflix show. It's called Love is Blind.
Yes.
Do you watch it?
I watch it.
Have you seen the latest episode?
I sure have. I sure
We have
have.
so much in common. It's ridiculous, and I love it. So the last season actually was one of my favorite seasons. And I bring it up because it's like, of course, it's related to the conversation, talking just to talk. But like, I remembered a lot of those couples and relationships. They were always talking about like my mom, getting the nervousness and the anxiety around introducing their newfound partner, fiance in most cases, to their mom or to their dad. And that was the most like stressful thing for them. And I cannot relate to that. Like, there's no way I would be making such a big decision like that for my life and my happiness, that I would be thinking about if he's going to be received by anyone else except for me.
Right.
Or my friends.
But I think there was a point in time in my life where I did.
Oh, you were? Okay, really?
Where I did. When I was younger, I thought, this isn't a person that I could bring home. I think everybody just has that right away, that stipulation, like, oh, well, is everyone going to accept him? Is he going to fit in? Is he going to, is he going to be good for everyone? And I never had that. Right. And still today, even though I have my children to think about, I also think, hey, this is my life, but I don't want to bring danger into home.
Of course,
if that makes sense, right?
That's a different topic, though.
And exactly, and someone that's not going to be a good role model around my children, right?
Yeah.
So those kinds of, but other than that, no. I'm thinking for me, I don't really care if my kids don't like him. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about is he going to be safe for them? Is he gonna, are my kids going to be able to look up to him once they accept him?
1000%. Yeah.
But other than that, no, I'm looking for me.
Yeah, like all of those things, I think everyone should like look at with a magnifying glass.
Right.
I'm talking more about things that person can't control.
Yes,
so
exactly.
race, for example, like I remember maybe 2 relationships on Love is Blind. It was like black and white or something like that, from a different country and speaking different languages. Why would that be
a deal breaker?
A part of the conversation. You connected with this person and you had sex with him last night. So why are we,
even on this episode, this new season, they had that couple that there was the black man and the white woman, and then they ended up not seeing each other or being with and I can't think of what their names are.
The one with the black guy with the braids?
Yes.
I didn't think they were a match. I didn't think they were sexually into each other.
I didn't think so either. But a lot of that happened to do with not being sexually attracted to each other and race.
Right? I didn't know it was race.
He talked about it.
I didn't. On the reunion?
No, before the reunion, like during the show, because
yes, he did.
Yes,
he even talked about it. Yes, he did. You're right. And I thought that was so stupid. It like makes me cringe.
Right.
It makes me cringe because I do believe that girl, I don't remember all of the cast name and everything.
I know.
But I remember the scenario. Like right now, I can't think of their names for some reason. But in their scenario, she seemed to be very, very open, very like wanting to pursue it, even though I just did not see the chemistry and the magic in person. Right. But they did have it like in the pods. It did seem genuine in the pods.
Right. No, right.
But I thought, was the more the person who was more initiating than he was. And then the way he behaved whenever they kind of broke it off, I do feel like he was like turning the tables and like gaslighting her or like being nonchalant, and she was trying to seek out attention from him, but she didn't know how to express that. Like I could talk about that show. I love that show, actually. I love it so much. They put it together. The editing is amazing. The fact that if you really think about it, Nick Lachey and his wife, whatever her name is, they get on the show in the beginning. And they, kick things off, get everybody excited, a glass of champagne, but you do not see them until the reunion.
Right.
And I think it's so clever because they're behind the scenes, making sure the production and everything is like, good to go. but they just allow the story to go wherever it's gonna go. And I love that.
Have you seen their new show, Perfect Match?
I did. I watched the whole season from start to finish. I love it. I don't know what
drama.
it is.
It's all the drama, but it's relationship based, and you want to see. You keep watching because you want to follow. Like, oh my goodness, like all of these things are happening, but a lot of it makes sense, and then some of it doesn't. But you know, just dating and being there for yourself, like some of that makes sense. You know,
some
like
of
not
it does,
settling.
Yeah.
And I want to try to date someone else. Like, you know. That's
a quick
hard
decision,
for me,
right? Because like they had to make quick decisions on camera. You know what I mean?
Decisions,
and that's heavy. That's heavy. You know what? I don't know if that show is necessarily about more. It's more about human behavior to me than it is about relationships. It is about relationships, but it's like more about how do humans behave when you are in an environment when there's so much temptation, right? And you know, you build these connections with people, and then you build these alliances. Like it was, some people were in relationships and connecting only for the sake of just staying on the show for longer. And
it's like you're not there for the right reason, right? For the perfect match. But
yeah. And Perfect Match season 2 is coming out. I will be tuning into that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm not quite finished with season 1, so don't tell me anymore.
Oh, Perfect Match. Okay, season 1.
Yes. So don't tell me anymore. But Love is Blind. I think that we should have a Love is Blind Dallas dating in your 40s. Love is Blind. I'm all for it.
I think they should just do a Love is Blind. You know, because I think mostly everyone was in their 30s.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So if they could just push it up, lower. If they could push it up a little bit.
But I think they could have more seasons if they did like Love is Blind in your 40s, Love is Blind in your 50s, Love is Blind in your 60s. Like, I mean,
that's true.
They could have
the group could be
content.
the multiples,
exactly.
Because they did started to expand Love is Blind Japan.
Yeah, right. So I think they should go with the ages, and then I think they should pull in too, like Love is Blind gay, Love is Blind, you know,
gay like, or curious. Oh my God, like, that would be fabulous.
Yeah. And if they don't do it, maybe we should do our own version here in Dallas.
Man, I would love that. That would be fabulous. Because I love the whole idea. Like, I do believe love can be blind.
I agree. That's why I love that
can be blind. So, but it's like the way we meet people and how we interact in society these days, it's just harder to connect and fall in love in the way that is shown on that show. Blindly. Right. So because it's just not real. It's not true reality.
We're too worried about appearance, and we're too worried about, you know, just judging. I mean, something as small as hands, right? I mean, seriously, right? Like, hands.
You're a little handsy with me. Yeah, I mean, just elaborate for the audience, please.
Okay. So as I'm dating people and I'm going on dates, one of my biggest pet peeves is small hands. They could be wonderful people, and I'm not judging. I promise I'm not judging. It's a me thing. I can't date a man with real small, pudgy hands. It's almost like a phobia for me. And I promise I am the least judgmental person on this world. But something with real tiny hands on a man. Like, I don't want to go and give him a high five and my hands are like, whoo, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm a bigger girl and maybe I have bigger hands. I don't know. But I can't do a man with small hands. Like, I want a man that can use all of his hands and grab me up and, you know, manhandle me.
Yeah,
you know, not
I hear
somebody
you.
that can't handle.
That'll patty cake you.
That can't handle me. Sorry. I'm really sorry.
We went all over the place, and I love it. Like, it's on trend based off the conversation, right? We talked about some reality TV shows that's really popular that I've been into personally. Nobody else knows that I watch this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because I tend to like documentaries and you know, things that like history, or for example, like a biopic.
Mhm.
about, a very talented artist, and they're telling their story about like how they were discovered and the
Okay.
challenges throughout their
Yeah.
career. I love that kind of stuff. And so I find myself watching more fact-based things. But for some reason, the silliness of those types of shows and Love Island. Have you ever seen Love
I have
Island?
not watched that one.
That's another one. If you're into this kind of stuff
All
like
right, I'll
me,
put that on my list.
Love Island, and it's on Netflix. And I'm
Okay.
surprised they haven't like done another one. But I think the reason why they haven't is probably that one was probably really expensive, because that show is literally on some like exotic. It's
Island.
probably in Hawaii. Now that I'm thinking about it, because Nick Lachey and his wife, they live in Hawaii. And
Mhm.
so they probably rented this villa because they live over there. It's probably easy to find, on another island.
Okay.
That makes sense. But that's the kind of shows that I would watch. I would binge watch. And I'm
Mhm.
like, wait, they're just like, okay, he was just making out with her. And now, like, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Okay, so all right, let's talk just to talk about the perfect match. The perfect match. I know you haven't seen it all, but how far
Right.
are you into it?
I am as far as let's see, Bartiz just came on
Bartiz
and
is the
he's
light
from
skinned curly
Dallas.
one.
Right. He's from Dallas
Oh,
area.
Bart. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Right. He
is. What
is
do you think
from
about him? You think he's cute?
I don't think he's cute. And I don't think he has a great personality either, personally. Sorry. But in case he ever sees it, you never know,
You
right?
never know.
You never know.
I
But
think in a weird way, he's cute. His mole is just kind of weird, but he can't help that.
he very much reminds me of someone that I recently dated. So maybe that's why.
That could be
I
it.
have that little connection there where it's
Yeah.
just like, I don't know. Um I just don't know if he's there for the right reasons. So I'd like to see.
I don't think he is.
I'd like to see further,
Oh,
right?
so he's still on. Like he just
So
got there. He just got
he
there.
just got
Oh, I can't.
there.
So I can't say
Yeah,
anything.
don't
I
tell
can't
me
say
anything
anything.
else.
Is the lesbian girl? Is she there from?
Nope, I don't know anything about a lesbian girl. Do I? No.
Okay, okay. There's a really pretty girl, long dark hair. And she's there from the beginning, so you know who she is.
Yes.
She is actually bisexual. I meant to say
Oh,
bisexual.
okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. So no,
Okay.
we're not
Okay.
to
So
that
you're not
part.
there yet. I don't
Yeah,
want to reveal
we're not.
anymore.
Yeah, don't reveal anymore.
Okay. I'm one to still watch it. Like, even if somebody like tell me, oh, all right, I gotta watch it tonight,
Yeah.
but all right, I'll
Don't
leave
ruin
it
it
at
for me
that.
because I'm into it right now. I just watched an episode this morning.
Okay.
So I'm into it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is about those corny
I
type of
know.
shit. It's
It's the
so
drama. It's the
corny.
drama.
And
It's
I
like,
think it's part of me that's actually like rooting for them to actually find love. I think
yes,
that's part of it.
absolutely. Because the whole time I'm like, oh, they're not there for a good reason. Get rid of them. Put
Yeah.
them go to the boardroom,
Yeah.
so get rid of them or, and then I'm just so in disbelief when I see some of them like just come and try to sabotage each other or just not there for the right reason and just
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
playing in the system. And it's just like, oh, but I mean, I guess that's the way the game goes, right? And if you're super competitive, that's what you're there for.
Yeah. I think deep down inside, I think all of them, maybe initially they're like, all right, maybe I can find love. But I think that's probably 10% of it.
Right.
The other 90% is that they know for a fact, just like RuPaul's Drag Race, just like any other reality show, you're going to piggyback or ride the wave of the following of that show.
Yes.
And because it's on a platform like Netflix, you're going to automatically get more eyeballs on you.
Right.
So the 90% of it to me is more, I already know the consequence of going on a show like this. Yes, 10% of me is saying, yes, I might find the love of my life.
But
But
it's
that,
show.
yeah, but 90% of it is like, okay, this is marketing.
Right.
This is marketing.
And it really is.
If I ever had the opportunity to go on a show like that,
I said,
I would go.
give me.
I would do it.
Give me the opportunity.
I would do it.
I'm doing Love is Blind. I'm there.
I would love to do it. I would love to do a gay Love is Blind.
Yes.
But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's like that's the whole point. You're not supposed to like, yeah,
Yes, I
because
love
I'm a
that.
visual person. Like I need to see what's going
No,
on,
I
but
know, but that's what's the beauty of
it
it,
is. You're right.
right?
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
that then you're not judging them until you judge them, right?
Yeah.
But you're not judging them, you're making a connection without seeing them, and that's great.
You have a pet
You kind
peeve or
of
a would you say is a fear basically, right? Of small hands. A phobia.
a phobia.
I have not a phobia, but it's just like halitosis, bad breath,
Yeah.
or any kind of body odor. Like I don't like people who wear too much cologne.
Mhm.
That to me, like what are
What are
you
you covering up?
hiding? What are you covering? Yes.
Mhm. I'm with it. I'm with it.
What are you hiding?
Yeah.
Like just
Like, I like
be
a man that smells good,
give me a
right?
natural something. A
Right, but
little a
nothing
lotion,
too
a little
much.
no. Cuz I'm going to be over here. It'll give
Mhm.
me a headache actually.
Yeah.
Too much cologne. So that's a pet peeve of mine. I don't know. I could spill the beans on a lot of things that I don't like in men, and that's probably why I'm single because I'm very particular. So, because like once I see, okay, he did this once, all right, huh? And if I see it again, that's it. Like, and
Right.
I'm very quick to make a decision and move on.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like maybe you had a one-off day, but if I see it's a pattern of behavior, and we talked about this already,
Right.
it's short-lived for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to the house. I'm coming back to the house, to King
Yeah.
Ferdinand, baby, or whatever the case may be. So,
Mhm.
all right, let's take an intermission for a
Sure.
second, and
Yeah.
then we can come back and talk just to talk. All right,
Sounds good.
be right back after these messages.
Thank you.
We could have a little something.